Hi folks. Oh, what's happened here? I've still got branching out baubles. I did all my other changes. You've got your photo, and in YouTube I will change that photo. That was yesterday's card. That was the one I did last night. So if you happen to see that first and come on and that's showing, that was last night's card. It's got a little credit card holder, and that's last night's card. So I had edited, and I don't think my photo changed. My name didn't change. I will go in later and fix that. Never mind. So as you know, I'm Annette Falconer. I'm on Tuesday nights at 8. I'm on Facebook. Also at 8, I'm on Nettie's card making 10 AM and Wednesday, and of course 8 Tuesday. I keep saying Facebook is deleting our lives, so I'm driving you to YouTube, so the content is always there. I add measurements and ingredients for everything I make. You can shop with me anywhere in the world, AnnetteFalconer.stampinup.net. So how's that? My little blurb, it seems a bit more than a little, doesn't it? So this is the Zigzag Tower, Stampin' Up, tags, and many and more. So this has got all these little, now they have got fits that will fall out. Okay, you can make lots of cards out of this. I saw Nancy's, Nifty Nancy, she made so many very, very easy, lovely cards that you can do quickly with these. And I get a bit too fussy, don't I? Oh, I don't like to be left behind. Oh, I had my class yesterday, and I found my nails I got done for my birthday. Aren't they sweet? Look at my little special, I don't know what it is, bamboo leaf or something. I had those done for my birthday, and I did find it very hard to pick things up. So here's instructions here, but they are all written in the front of the introduction for you. So this is the card. When you look at it like that, you think, oh, that's boring. And then it stands like that. Okay, so when it's standing, it looks like that. Like you know what it reminded me of when we were in Scotland and they have that tower with all the streets poking out off the tower? I think I could have done that. That looked really pretty. So I really hope you will enjoy this card, and please say hello, because I get bored on my own, and let's get cracking then. I got things to do today, and I'm just gonna quickly get rid of that and open my screen up so it's bigger. Not that it makes any difference to you. And I've used all of it just off that, all out of this pack. So you can make quite a few cards. Oh, today is the last day to order the kits and get from 10 to 30% off. I'm going to get Calm and Bright kit for 30. I'm going to send it to my husband's aunt in Holland, so I think she'll like it. I was trying to work out a way that I could get a Dutch, I found a Dutch person, and her name was Annette, how's that? To see if I can get it, buy it through her and post it, but that wasn't getting as successful as I hoped. So we've got an envelope, wink of Stella, and all our little bits and pieces, okay? So I have cut it all out to make this a nice, easy, fast card for you all. Okay, so we have Garden Green 5.5 by 8.5 score at 2468. How's that? 2468. We are hungry. Get dinner on the plate. So here we go. Oh, that wasn't sitting in properly. So what did I say? 8.5. Yes. So 2, 4, 6 and 8, and we have a little lip, and that's going to fold out. You cannot get easier than this card, folks. You cannot get easier. So let's just, you want to have a laugh? I cleaned all my bone folders and my class ones that are up there, and the Terps cleaned off half of the Stampin' Up on them all. But it didn't get all the pink. It just pink stains our stamps. And now we're going to go to just the polymer. It's going to be hard, because when you do buy retired stamps from people, most of them are going to be with the pink on them. And I noticed when yesterday I was doing, and I've got it right beside me, I'll just show you. When I was doing the branching out card, I noticed, which I thought was quite good, so I did the pine cones. Where's that card now? I did the little pine cones in Expresso. The ones I stamped, sorry. The ones I'll get there eventually. See, the ones I stamped, and they're done in Early Expresso, and I've just dropped some of my paper on the floor. And that came out pink. So that was a bit annoying. But yet when I did the this leaf in the garden green, it didn't make any difference. So hopefully we keep some, but I think whenever you sell, you're going to have, and you buy the stamp second hand, you're always going to have a couple of with pink, so you just have to get used to that. Alright, so we're going to use a bit of tear and tape on this one here. And I'm going to use 2. I'm going to do the first one really close up. It's tear and tape, so you do use your nails, it's fine. And I'll just take that up. And I'm going to put a second one, because I want this, because the front's heavy and it'll be popped open a lot. I hope. Right. Okay, and I'm just going to put that straight on. Now what you could do is lay it down and come over. That might be even better. Because it's tear and tape, you've got one chance. Okay, so now I'm just going to bone fold it on the creases, and then again on the other creases. Now it does have a little warble in it, seems to be, but that's okay. So now we have our squares. Now that's the back of the card, and this is going to be the front. So we have 5 pieces in garden green again at 1 1/4. Now we could put these on to save us the hassle, which might be easier, but instead of me having to do it all over. So let's lay them out. Alright. Now our DSP, it was that, I looked at doing that, but it was too busy with my I don't think even if I did it, it would look messy. That's to me. But you can do it in whatever you like. So in the Christmas tags and more pack, I've got 8 of these at 3 3/4 by 7/8. Now the extra ones 8 are to fill in the other side. So I haven't cut them to the small because some of them seem different when you put them on. Okay, so I think this is a really lovely card, and due to the pack it's all full of this stuff, it's easy. And you know, even if you've got paper left over at the end, and I've wildly used up so much on mine. Busy is busy. And but you could just use some die cuts and fill the rest of it. It wouldn't matter what you put on. But this card is rather cute and rather easy. So I'm a little dressed up today because I'm going out for lunch when I'm finished. So make that correct. So I hope you watched last night's live. It was such a fun card to make. And I came upon that on my own idea. And then I was talking on we've got one-ups and all of that. So I was talking to my one-up Kylie Batocchi, and she goes, "Oh, I think I've seen that before, it's called," and I was like, be quiet. I thought I didn't see it anywhere, I just made that up. Because I was doing a diagonal, and then it was so much paper, and it was going to lose. I thought the amount of scrap I've already got left lying around, I'm just going to do something, I think. And when I was at my class yesterday, I had my class. I have a class once a month at home. And when I had that class and I showed it to them, silly mistake, because they come in this room to get stuff if they want to do their cutting out by the die cutting. Excuse me, I needed that. They come in and do their die cutting. So now, when you look at that like there, you can just line them up so you got a little bit of the gap, but make sure that you've got them all in, and you've got your measurements there, so it's a bit easier to do that. So if I'm right, I think that's it. What do you reckon, guys? Alright, so we're going to start with the first, and we're only going to glue it in here. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a minute, and I'm going to do the one down here. Just let that glue get a bit dry before, so it doesn't slide. Right. Now they are going to come over just a little bit because I wanted them a little bit longer. Oop, where are we moving? See, we're moving here. So you're going to glue either side. And we got that little gap. That's done. Now, that one. Might just do them one at a time. Okay. Whoop. Got to watch your fingers don't move. And I'm down this one. Now we might have to move it down just a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to put that one there, so I've got an idea. Make sure. Oh, move. That one's gone down a bit. I'll do that one again. What I'm going to, stick. Bring that down. Oh, I've got a bit of out of there last night. Oh, where did I put it? Where's my glue? Oh, there it is. Okay. And last but not least, make sure we're going the right way. Alright, so there you have already. Isn't that lovely? Now this piece on the back is, what size is this? Cut 8, and then 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 on the back. Now you make that both in white and in the DSP. And have I cut the white one? I don't think. Oh, that one is a smaller one, we can't use that. So I will go to my trusty cut out white cardstock that I always have available. And so what did I say? 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So 7/8 is just 2 little marks. That's why I've got the small one, because I did the other one. 2 little marks under the 2. It's not a big difference. There we are. Okay. Alright, here's our greeting. Now, I just cut something out. So this is where the fun bit becomes. So on the back, oh, one thing I want to show you is on the front, when you pick it up, it looks like I've done that. So what we're going to do is just cut these spare ones to fit in there. I did this so that I didn't lose it. Sometimes I pick up my scraps and I forget. Oh, come on. Alright, so these are one piece cut in half. That's why I've got 8. And you're just going to measure in about where it is and then just cut off a little bit. But I just felt that was a bit much. I might as well have the full slides and have a look. And again, I didn't turn them around because I felt, why is that doing that? I cut that one too. No, that's correct. I thought for a minute I didn't have it correct. Alright, that's one. I need to cut off. So really they end up being 1 3/4. But I just thought it was much easier to, so you know what I've done? This one's down a bit. Okay. And you just keep going until you fill up all of them and you've cut enough slides to go in. So we got one under here. And just now the other side, we've got 2 more. Okay. Well, basically you could do that and cut it in. So, hi, sorry I wasn't looking up. Welcome to my page, my YouTube channel. And that one. So these are a little different, you stick them up, but it is going to stick up in the end, and you'll like it when you see it all done. I suppose if you wanted, you could put them on before you put the panels, but then you want to make sure you've got everything in the right place. So now when I open it, you see it covered, all of them are covered. And again, I could have probably stood that up, couldn't I? Alright. Right, so, you know what I've got here? I don't really like the Happy Christmas, so what I did, I cut the bright off the Merry and Bright, and the Happy off the Christmas, and I just used Merry Christmas, and I'm going to just show you just like that. So put the Happies back, and I'll keep that Merry. I'll put those on there for now so I don't lose them. My fingers are a bit sticky. I'll put them in there. A bit sticky. Alright, now where are we up to? Okay, so in here is the all the pieces that I used. So obviously I didn't use that. On this sheet, on the envelope, used this. Cut that off there for a minute. I used the big tree on the back, if I'm right. I'll have a look. And I used a tiny tree from in here. So that was the first pack that I'd taken everything out of, and this is the second. So you get 2 of those, but you get 4 each of these sheets. So that's what I mean. You can be doing these all day. Right, so we have a bauble, which I put a little string into. I used the Expresso Early and Old Olive linen thread. So I just used the Old Olive. So I'm going to tie that in half. Get that piece there and thread it through the bauble. You saw the hat yesterday if you watched my live on the other card, what did I do yesterday? Whatever it was. Yesterday's yesterday, isn't it? I did so many cards yesterday because I had my class. I showed you an easy way to tie the ribbon down onto the baubles, and they turned out quite good. I used my heavy block to hold them down so I could pull the string on the side, but because I'm just knotting that, and I cut that off, and that is going to go on with some dimensionals. And it's going on 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to make sure how far I got along. I get it there. And I'm going to put 3 on here because I don't want it falling off in the post or anything. And the only thing about my long nails is they actually work with the dimensionals. Alright, so that's going on here. And onto that, I've even dimensionaled the Merry Christmas that I put under there to keep safe. I think I should be getting my pick and tool from the other end to help my nails. I'll turn those over. So see these long bits, I'll just use these. I'm going to use that from there and that, but I'm even going to cut that. I'll take this first one off. And fix that. So Merry Christmas is going on that one. And the Little Mary's not going to go on yet, so I'm just still going to put it on so I've got it. So because that's very small, I could pull out my other ones, but I'm just going to cut that into a small one there. Look at that. Okay, and we've got a little tiny bit showing. Now, where does that Mary goes? Oh, I've got bright. I wanted Mary. There it is. Do that again. I might have 2 seconds on that to do it. And I have to cut off the and. I didn't want the bright. Okay, so Mary is going just up there. Alright, so that gets those out of the road so I don't have to lose them. Or pick them up or do anything. I'm just going to have a quick sip. Now, let's just pick out our ones again. So I've got my Santa's boot. And I have glued that. And because that opens out there, it won't matter. And I've got 2 little presents. Why? Yesterday I had some issues with my glue, but it's a new one, so it shouldn't really. Nice little prezzy and a green one. Right. I beg my pardon. Now we've got, this is the little tree that I talked about. And see how here it's got a tag. I did put it on the tag with cutting it out, but I might do it the other way this time. I might put the tag and just cut it. Let's see, fit it on this one. Yep. So we're definitely getting our red back in, but not overpowering by using the DSP on the other side. And these are quite stiff. These ones are made of card. And you know what I need to do is put a little star on the top of there, don't I? Might have a look in my little stock in a minute. Alright, where are we up to? Now we've got a leaf. And in the middle. And that's going up to our Mary. And we've got a big one up here. And we just want to glue in the middle. We want to make sure nothing is glued too far on the outside so they don't get caught on anything. Why's that one got stuck down by the bottom one? Okay. Whoop. That one. Okay. Now, what else have we got to put on? A candy stick. And I think that is it. Oh, apart from we've got to do the back. Seem to have a bit of glue there or something. Alright, and so on the back, got to remember, I put the tree and the other ones. So I cut that down a bit smaller. So that is just going to sit here. A little bit more Christmas. And there are some jingle bells. Alright. So now, that's what it looks lying down, and that's what it looks like standing up. On my envelope, I just cut out a little bit of fussy cutting, and you don't have to do it right up because you want a little bit of showing. And I like these little leaves. And I just put that, because that won't go on the post, that'll be given. Even if it does, I think the glue's strong enough that it shouldn't bite it off. And there you go, no stamping. No stamping, just a pack of, whatever they're called, a pack of Christmas tags and more, 6x6 mix and match specialty designer with the combination of the cutouts. Just 2 pages of the cutouts, but 4 each of each colour. So you can see why I didn't use this colour, too bright with all the red. So I hope you like that card, and I will see you all next week. Now next Wednesday I'm going to do a one sheet wonder and make 4 cards. So if I can get 10 people to chat, I will pick one person to have, pick one person to have one of the cards. I'll post the card to, and if I have more, I'll give out 2. So there you go, folks. I hope you like them and you see that, and come back and join me again. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.